I'm Nancy.
And I'm Stephanie.
Happy Halloween! We love this time of year.
It's the best.
It's so great. Weather starts changing. Portland, Oregon's beautiful. All the leaves start to fall. I love not having to go out anymore. It's so great. Before you had to pick out your costume, I think I would do like 2 or 3 costumes because you had to go to like different parties over the weekend.
Yeah.
And then if Halloween fell on like a Tuesday or Wednesday, then you had to go to another party, but it was like a more of a mellow party. Oh my gosh.
Too many costumes.
But woo, we did. What was your best Halloween?
Oh, at the Viper Room, by far. And everyone knows, I mean, anyone in LA knows Viper Room is like notorious for like hauntings and stuff like that because, oh, unfortunately, they had some deaths.
Yes, unfortunately, yeah.
But it was so much fun. We had, I don't want to say it like that, but we had so much fun. My boyfriend's band was playing and your ex-husband was there.
I wasn't.
Yeah.
I was in Portland.
I was an angel and my boyfriend was a devil. And you're
what did you put him in? You put him in a scarf.
Yeah, I did. Well, no, because it's a 70s band.
Unless our exes want to sign releases, they're not really public figures, so that's why I'm going to blur out their faces.
That was a fun Halloween. I mean, if you get to spend Halloween at the Viper Room, and then we went to the Rainbow afterwards, and we had pizza, it was just a good, fun night, man.
Fun LA night.
It was a fun LA night.
Obviously, my best Halloweens were when I was a kid. I was a huge Freddy Krueger fan. I still am a huge Freddy Krueger fan, and I went as Freddy, and I think it was 4th grade, and you went as Michael Myers, and our cousin Emil, who's my mom's twin brother's son, and we were only a month apart in age, so we grew up as like triplets, and he went as Jason Voorhees. And again, we were 9 years old, and we were the only ones dressed in our class like homicidal maniacs. And I can tell that the teacher was not amused. So coming from Southeast Portland, where we're from, you first trick-or-treat in Mount Tabor, because you got good candy there in our neighborhood. And then you pile us in the car and our dad drives us over to Eastmoreland.
You get the good candy there.
Because they used to. I don't think this happens now because I think less people celebrate Halloween. Lights are off and it's a nightmare. But they used to give out whole candy bars. And Eastmoreland had the hall.
Yeah, they did.
It had the hall. So, and our cousin Emil lived on the west side, and I think sometimes, like, we would go, I think we went to Lake Oswego one year, because we would have to go where he was, too. And then every Halloween until we were 18 and moved off to LA, we would end up at our grandma's house last, our grandma's neighborhood last, which was so great. And now,
we had to greet all the neighbors.
And all the neighbors, my grandma's friends, because my grandma grew up, it's no longer like this. It's been genderfied. Thank you, Portland. But it used to be an all Italian neighborhood. And it was all my grandma's friends. And we would go to all their houses and they had all the treats saved for us. Cookies, everything. And then grandma was our last house and it was our tradition. We loved it.
Yeah, the 3 of us had some good times.
We had some really good times.
But
so
I don't know why
those were the best Halloweens.
Michael Myers. Yeah. I drew the short straw.
You did.
I did. I definitely did. I took one for the team.
Well, this was the problem. Friday the 13th and Nightmare on Elm Street were like the biggest movies ever. But Halloween came out first, Michael Myers. But here was the problem. We were not that generation when it came out, so we didn't know what was going on.
I didn't know who Michael Myers was.
The 3 of us had never even watched Halloween, but we used to watch the Friday the 13th movies and Nightmare on Elm Street. And so I called Freddy Krueger, I think, right away, and he called Jason right away. And then Stephanie was like, what am I going to be? And then I think it was Uncle Claude or Dad, and they're like, you'll just be Michael Myers. And to this day, Stephanie has not seen one Halloween movie.
No.
But she has those pictures. Those pictures will
last that's for
those pictures will last a lifetime.
I didn't even have the mask. I just put my face like white or something. And then I had this crazy black wig.
Yeah.
That wasn't
mom
even
cut.
a Michael.
It was a long witch's wig. My mom cut the wig. So
It looked spiked. It was like spiked.
So we would go to the door and ring the doorbell, I remember, and everybody recognized Jason and Freddie because this was the early 90s. It was like they were just it. And
you're like, who are you?
And
little girl.
They would say that. One guy though, to this day I remember, one guy said, Michael Myers, and you were so excited because Emil had a mask. I had a mask. But
I didn't.
This poor girl painted her face white and put on a wig.
I had to be on the whole night. I had no mask. I had to be on.
I had to,
yeah. I had to stay in character.
Yeah, you could, and you would go like this, like that.
I don't know what I was doing.
I didn't have to do anything the whole night. I had the gloves that I still have. Yeah. I still have my sweater and I still have my mask. And I still have that wig. So tomorrow during our live, we'll show you that. I can't unfortunately put the mask on because throughout the years it has melted. What is
disintegrated?
What is latex like do after a while? I don't know what it's made of, but it
titanium.
I would not put that on my face for $1 million right now. No way. Those were my favorite Halloween memories. Older ones, I don't know, maybe the party that you and Rick threw. That was the best party I was at.
Well, we threw 3.
No. I know. I'm talking about the one I went to. That we put so much time and energy into. We made tombstones. We made... Every room had a theme. The bedroom had a Charles Manson murders theme. And man, did we push the limits. Went for it.
And it's so fun because we live in Sherman Oaks and everyone would come to our party and go, you're the top 3 party.
They're like, guys.
They're like, we went to 1, we went to 2, and you're the 3rd and you're the last.
You guys are the last one.
It was so fun because we didn't know that, but it's like, I guess people were talking. This is before, like,
it was word of mouth.
Before, it was word of mouth, and people were texting people going, "Go to Rick and Stephanie's house."
No one was, no one was doing texting. It was all word of mouth, and it was all like,
"You're the best party.
You guys have to go to this party." We went last year, and they just went all out. And so
fun.
At the end of the night,
Rocky.
The end of the night is when I realized how popular the party was. Because at first, like, there was hardly anybody there. And I'm thinking,
at the beginning of the night, people are making the rounds.
And then we had to open up our apartment.
Yeah. Well, we were next door.
And my apartment. Yeah. Across the pool. Because I was shacking up with my boyfriend at the time.
Well, I was sort of shacking up.
Yeah, we had 3 apartments between the 2 of us.
What was that about? We should have all 4 just lived together. It would have saved us a lot of money.
So Stephanie, since it's Halloween, I thought we would tell a couple scary ghost stories.
Campfire stories?
Under the campfire.
Is that why you have your guitar?
That's why I have my guitar. You can barely see it. Now, who am I?
Harry trying to play the guitar, Prince Harry trying to play the guitar, and Megan's laughing.
Now, unfortunately, this guitar is completely out of tune, and I can't really play it, and I'll tell you why.
Strings are missing.
There's one string missing. Quick story on why that string's missing. I was having a party one night. I think it was down south in Henderson. Yeah. We had the guitar down there. And I thought I would be funny and steal a bit from Dave Foley from the Kids in the Hall. He did this bit where he was about to play the guitar for everybody. I came out with the guitar, and again, I stole the entire bit line for line. I didn't think that the guitar string was going to do this, but apparently it does. But I'd had a couple drinks, and I promised everybody a show.
Oh, God.
And instead, I kept stopping myself and going, oh, God, guys, 1 second, 1 second.
It's very Kids in the Hall. Yeah, we get it.
I'm pretending to tune the guitar, and everyone's believing me that I'm so serious about trying to tune this guitar. She's the only one in the room that knows what I'm about to do.
You're doing it out by the pool.
Luckily for me, no one had ever seen this Dave Foley Kids in the Hall.
But you were out by the pool. You weren't inside.
Okay, wherever I was. So I'm like, okay, guys, here we go. As I'm tuning the guitar, I'm winding. And you're just hearing that. That's all you're hearing. And they're so anticipating because I'm actually tuning it. And they think I'm about to, like, just perform.
Well, you're literally doing the skit.
Yeah. And I'm tuning. And lo and behold, that goes on for about 10 minutes. That's the bit. You want to see if they can sit long enough to hear you tune a guitar. And then one of those strings just went.
Yep. It's quite a party.
And nobody to this day knew that I stole that from the great comic genius.
They know now.
They know now.
They know now.
Dave Foley from The Kids in the Hall.
I thought you were original.
I'm gonna have to either restring this one or get a new guitar so I can do that bit again, because it was a pretty funny bit.
You're so
they really liked it.
Meghan Markle plagiarist. I love it.
At least I admit it.
All Dave Foley
I
stuff.
admit it. Everyone knows I steal all my stuff from The Kids in the Hall. Everybody. Everybody. Since we are at a Halloween campfire.
Ooh, look at our blanket.
Ooh.
I
thought it would be appropriate to tell some spooky, dark, scary stories. And it can't be Large Marge. Stephanie, do you have a scary story?
Yes, I do.
Uh-oh.
Nancy's face!
And it can't be my twin.
Nancy's face. On a dark and stormy night, 3 people who no one really knew.
Oh, I don't like where this is headed.
They were very mysterious. It was 1 man and 2 witches. The man looked like a leprechaun. They entered a Hertz rent-a-car. There was a Mustang convertible in the back. 1 witch is wearing a gold lame dress. They take some kind of award that doesn't even exist.
Oh, man.
The woman in the gold lame dress, the witch in the gold lame dress accepts the award as the leprechaun is looking on in the background. And then the leprechaun and the 2 witches leave Hertz rent-a-car. And they get into a bulletproof black SUV. They just mysteriously left as they mysteriously arrived. But here's the thing. They get out of that SUV and they go into a cab.
They went from a bulletproof, safe, blacked out SUV into a cab?
They needed to be seen. There was nobody there to acknowledge them. She's still wearing that gold lame dress. And the other witch is on her phone the entire time. The leprechaun is not only filming the entire thing, he's confused.
Could he also have been a little tipsy?
Yes, allegedly. So, they're in the cab and they stop, dude. They stop. There's some dude who gets out of the cab and starts winding around them and circling the cab as if he's trying to protect them from something that doesn't exist.
Like an entity?
Sort of. Maybe like a ghost or something? I don't know. All I know is that it was a near catastrophic car chase that never happened. But guess what? The legend lives on. And we have to remember one thing. You don't wear a gold lame dress in 2023.
Oh my God! Man.
Jeez.
Whew.
Oh, God.
That was a scary story.
She also had open-toed shoes.
I have a scary story too. On a rainy, dreary day
In London?
in London, a couple, if you can call them that, it was a man and a woman. And the woman got out of the car. And she was wearing a purple dress
Oh, jeez.
and a red jacket.
Oh, God.
And she was also wearing red shoes.
Jesus.
Yeah, and it was raining. So that couple walked in to wherever the hell they were going. And they spent about 5 minutes in there. But when the woman walked in, she had something protruding from her stomach. I don't know what it was, and it's, to this day, we don't know. Like something protruding from her stomach that shouldn't have been there. It was a foreign object of some kind. I can't describe it, but it was just there. But it didn't make sense. It didn't look like something that was normal.
Like an alien?
Like something that just wasn't normal. What? Like something out of a Sigourney Weaver movie where she might have been named Ripley.
Part 1 or part 2?
Part 1.
Jeez. Not part 1, man.
And so when that couple walked out of that event, that protruding thing around her stomach,
yeah, man,
was gone. Woo! And to this day, we don't know what happened to it and where it went.
Maybe it's up in the sky.
I don't know, but it keeps me up at night. We hope that you guys enjoyed our Halloween special. We're not going to do on our Halloween special with that couple, that scary couple in the story I told.
The leprechaun and the witch?
Yes, do in real life, where they talk about things and not actually do things.
I love my Lucky Charms.
Yeah, my Lucky Charms. And Keith Oberman, who does amazing work for dogs, put up a link for a GoFundMe. It's called Giving Grid Animals, and I'm gonna put the link in the description below. This little dog in Sacramento, California was hit by a car, and the dog's name is Misha, and Misha needs our help because the vet bills can get really, really high. I can speak from experience because we run the gamut with ours, and unfortunately, if a dog gets hit by a car, you want to save its life and do anything you can for it. So I'm going to put the link in the description below. So let's all just pull together and maybe just give some love to Misha and make sure we share the link with everybody. It's not a scam or any, I'm telling you that it's legit. So don't worry, I'm not the girl from the story.
She does her research.
Yeah, but I will put the link in the description below. Please share it. It would really mean a lot for me. Let's help pay for Misha to get a lot better. We hope you guys have a very happy Halloween.
Nancy's face.